Welcome to Bill's Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Bill Dance Saltwater. Now, all of us fishermen have dreams, big dreams, like maybe dreaming about catching a 10-pound largemouth on a topwater lure, or maybe catching a huge redfish or speckled trout, or hooking up with a giant tarpon down in the Florida Keys. Well, Bill's good friend and former Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency Commissioner Bill Cox had that exact dream. And today, he's out to prove that dreams can come true. Fishermen from all over the world come to the Florida Keys to chase these extremely aggressive, aerobatic, and powerful game fish. Tarpon fishing is addictive, empowering, and humbling, and not something you'll soon forget once you hook up with these giants. Today, Bill's good friend and super guide, Jack Callion of Callion Fishing Charters, will help these two great fishermen make a dream come true. Let's watch.
All right, Bill, go ahead and throw the anchor.
Off to the left. Got it.
Well, what you got to remember is fighting a tarpon is like being in a boxing match. You don't go in there swinging wild for the first round, because after the first half a round, you'd be done.
Yeah.
You got to pick your shots. When the fish will let you take line, take line. If he wants to run, just extend your arms and let him pull against the drag.
Explain to me why you bow to the fish or try to give him slack.
The whole idea behind bowing, and most people won't explain this, they'll just tell you to do it, they won't explain you why. The reason that you bow to a tarpon is if I take that hook and hook it in my hand and there's loose line, I can shake that hook until the cows come home and it'll never rip out. If I can get you to pull back on this rod and bend that rod, it's essentially a spring, and be pulling on it while I sit there and pull and shake, we might be able to tear it out. And that's what happens.
Right.
They are very astute, and sometimes they can see the hook or the leader or something. They can be a little line shy. When it's a little bit rough like this, it seems to improve the bite.
Watch him, he's on it.
There's one on your bait right now. He's got it.
Get him.
Come on, lift up and reel down on him. I'm gonna spin the boat and then we'll chase him forward. You just gotta rotate your body a little bit to the right. There you go. Let's go get some of this line back.
Oh, what a jump.
Reel, Bill, reel, Bill, reel, Bill.
Got your hands full?
Yeah, I got a hold to him.
Huh?
I got a hold to him.
You got a hope to him.
I got a hold to him.
It looks like a nice big fish too.
You say, I got a hope to him.
I got a hold to him.
He got a hope to him. Not a hope, but a hope. Okay, here it comes.
Well, he seems to be taking us out here away from the bridge, which is a good thing.
Yep.
We never hate when that happens. Get out here in the wide open space, it'll be fun to fight. And the reason we got that clicker on is so I can hear what's going on. If he makes a big run, I can hear that. I don't have to be looking at the reel.
Man, they're a strong fish.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
I can grab hold of that leader. Look at that beautiful tarpon. A beautiful Florida Keys tarpon, buddy.
What a fish, man.
Isn't that something?
Look at the size of the skate. Gone.
He's gone. That's how we let him go.
Wow, way to go, brother.
Congratulations on your first fish.
That was all right.
Hey. Was that, hey, was that your first one?
First. And I'm going to need a few minutes to recover from that.
It's all right. You got 5 minutes before we get back there.
Is the commissioner tired?
I'm tired, baby. That was good. Thank
I'm
you,
proud
Jack.
of
You're
you.
welcome.
I'm
Pretty
proud
work. Pretty work.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels. And Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
Today's conditions log is brought to you in part by Lure Lock. Their TackLogic technology locks your terminal tackles safely into place. 100% made in America. Lure Lock, revolutionizing the way you fish.
So you've got a lot of different bridges here you fish. It just depends on where the biggest migration is.
Right, that's correct. What I do is, I stay on top of things, and wherever the fish are holding up at, that's where we'll fish.
So you have bigger migrations at one bridge over another bridge. In other words,
Well, certain channels fill up full of fish while the other ones empty out. Right now, they're stacked up here, so that's why we're fishing up here. Raise up slow, Bill. Real fast, Bill, real fast as you can. Oh my word. Oh my goodness, look at that thing go. Oh my gosh.
Hold on to him. Look.
Woo.
Man,
Holy cow, did you see that?
I did. Man.
watch the water, watch the water. Every one I catch goes to the bridge. Every one I catch.
Oh, what you got, bud?
There you go.
Look here.
Every one I get goes that way. Always fight him on the bridge. Until he goes around it, as soon as he touches it, he's gone.
All right, we got out of that danger zone.
Well, I tell you what.
Now all we got to do is...
I bet you.
Don't jump, don't jump.
Look at
There he
that
is.
goalie roll.
We're getting him, buddy. We're getting him.
Kind of go forward a little bit if you can. There he comes
He's going
up.
to come up and jump, maybe.
Watch him.
He's coming out.
Come out of there.
Nice.
Porpoising thing.
Very nice.
See the float?
Yeah, I see it.
Woo, that fish is tough. Here he comes up. Here he comes. Here he comes up.
Be ready to him if he jumps. Be ready to bow.
Come on, there you go.
I didn't have to bow.
That's the
Nope.
way. Nice fish.
That's a nice sized fish, too.
Yeah, he is.
That fish is 90 or 100 pounds.
It's like 83 to me.
Why? Because the one you got was 84?
That's right.
Go. Telling you.
I'll tell you what, maybe an hour, this will all be over for you. Another hour.
Woo!
No, I'm only joking. You got him worn down. We're gonna get him here
Who's
pretty
got who
quick.
on?
Well, I believe right now the worn scale is about even. You and him.
When you hook them up here, they don't jump as much, do they? They want to go this way, right?
They typically don't jump as much. They want to pull down against the resistance. And if you're pulling from the top of his lip, he's going to want to swim down and swim deep.
But he is. Look here. Look. He's coming up. He is jumping. Whoa! Look at that. Did you see that
Yeah,
one?
I saw it. That was awesome.
I caught 165 out here, and he wasn't this tough.
All right, Mr. Dance. Very nice fish. Look at that big old dog. That's a 100-pound Keys tarpon right there,
How
boss.
much he weigh?
At least 100 pounds.
Huh?
At least 100, maybe 103 or 4. Oh my goodness, get over here, you big fat pig.
Turn him loose.
I think he turned himself loose, Bill.
He's loose.
He's loose.
That's good.
Right under the boat.
That's good.
Heading this way.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And Lure Lock, turning the tackle world upside down. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
Didn't get it.
You got it that time. No, maybe not.
There he is.
Oh, look at him bat that mullet. You got him that time, buddy. Raise up slow, raise up slow, raise up slow. All right.
Way to go, buddy. Way to go, Bill.
Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going out too.
Good, let him go.
Woo, nice fish.
Good job.
Sir.
Going to him, my boy, my boy. I have missed a lot of tarpon on the hook set, even with a circle hook, and not even setting the hook. But that technique that you use, like when a tarpon hits it, by taking the rod, keeping the rod straight up, and then when the tarpon actually hits, just taking the rod and lowering it, letting him just take the line, even with the engaged, and then letting him, with a loose drag, just start stripping.
Right.
Then just pull back,
Right.
not set back,
No,
just pull back,
Just load the rod.
load the rod up, and then just start reeling.
Yep.
And then after you got him on for a little bit, then increase the drag.
Well, what I typically do is I'll fish a looser drag than you would normally fish with that tackle.
I know that. I noticed that. And
on the strike, and then
yeah,
get
and
the
you
jump.
improve your catches
Oh,
tremendously by
absolutely.
doing that.
Think of how violent that fish is in the beginning of the hookup. I mean, he's jumping and shaking his head and going nuts. If you got too much drag, you're going to tear out a bunch of hooks. All right.
Got it?
Got the hook. Just got the hook back. Way to go, buddy.
Way to go. How big was that? How big was he, Jack?
Oh, 103, 104 pounds.
I noticed you're using some pretty good sized mullet.
Yeah, boy, these mullets weigh about 2 pounds for a pound.
Now, you hook them right through the top lip,
They're a
right?
foot long. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like that.
Right. If you hooked them through the bottom lip,
If you closed his mouth up, he would drown.
oh, I got you.
So that's why we leave his bottom lip open, and that enables him to
So
swim
you
in
hook
the
him
cod.
through the top. If you hook him through the bottom like that, you hook him through both lips, he'd drown, right?
Right.
Like you say.
All right, let's get him in the water and get him out there.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
There he is.
Oh, he rolled it. Take it. I saw him just flash it. That
He's
dog.
gonna get it. He's going back after it again.
Woo! Turn him on. I can't stand that.
He's going the right way this time, Bill.
Yep,
Here he comes.
he is coming up. Right out there, watch him just roll.
Nice fish.
Oh, he's feeling it, buddy. He's feeling the heat. Feeling the heat. This tarpon fishing is really, really consistent this time of
Would
year.
you rate this one of the top tarpon spots in the United States?
I rank it as the #1 tarpon spot in the United States.
How big is this fish, Jack?
He's probably 80 or 90 pounds.
I believe he's tougher than that 100-pounder.
I'll tell you what, he looks just perfect from here. If you can be so kind as to hand me that leader. I will leader him up, and we will turn him, Mr. Tarpon, here loose. Isn't he nice? Isn't that awesome? All right, we're gonna turn him loose, buddy. Way to go, boss.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today.
What is a power pole anchor? Well, it's nothing more than a hydraulic shallow water anchoring system for your boat that allows you to quickly and quietly stop it at the push of a button and holds it tight in both wind and current, giving you time to tie on a lure, to fish an area or spot slowly, carefully, and thoroughly, plus whatever you might want to do before moving on.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and Thin-Nor, legendary tackle since 1933.
Closed captioning is provided by the Bill Dance Store. Check us out online.
Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin and their GPS map series, chart plotter sonar combos. With advanced sonar technology like Chirp and exclusive Panoptix all-seeing sonar, you'll spend less time finding your fish.
I learned a long time ago that you're only as good as the people you work with, and you only perform well if you use the best equipment possible. That's why I've always tried to associate myself with good folks and good stuff. Consider this 225 Pro XS Mercury Optimax that helps me make a living. What can I say about this old gal? She's always dependable, totally reliable, and she's always ready to go when I am.
Come be a part of Bill Dance Digital. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow us.
Why do you call him Tiny?
Well, look at him. He's tiny.
You're gonna hurt my feelings.
There's your bread.
Hey, I'm gonna make me a sandwich.
Well, have at it. There's mustard in there.
I got it.
You get the mustard?
Yes, sir. Good call.
Now, how long will the majority of these tarpons stay in this area?
Well, the tarpons start to migrate out of the area by about the middle of June. By the middle of June, you start seeing them leaving the area, but you know, there's always plenty of fish around in June to fish, you know, to continue fishing.
The breeze blowing is not quite so bad, but the breeze is kind of late a little bit. It's hot.
You need to cool off a little bit.
Hey, 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 hey.
Look at him. Oh, man. There you go.
All right, Bill.
Oh, Bill. There's
Go
two.
Gonna jump again.
See
Nice.
that one? Yeah. This is my favorite size tarpon to catch.
Oh, me too.
Let him get out there and jump. There he comes.
He's real close.
Whoa.
Great jump. Jack, the fish just leave here and go one way or the other, or the same fish go up the East Coast versus the same fish that go up the Gulf every time? Is there a pattern? Kind of like ducks migrate in one flyway or the other. Do the same fish go every year up the Atlantic side?
That's a good question. What they've been doing for the last couple of years is they've been taking DNA samples, and they're trying to figure out if it's a separate stock that goes into the Gulf or a separate stock that goes up the Atlantic. But right now, they don't have enough data to come to that conclusion.
You said you tagged over 100.
In one season, I was given 100 spaghetti tags, and I was able to place 100 spaghetti tags. And since we did that, I have had 0 tag recoveries.
Good night.
He's a lovely little fish, Bill. Look at that rascal.
Well, I tell you what, he's a frisky little rascal. That's the size I like to catch.
But he's not hooked by much. Very nice. We got the hook out, and there he is, boss. Come here, you. Get back over here. We ain't done with you yet. Now we're done with him.
Good.
Boy, oh boy.
Man, I tell you what, buddy.
Now that right
You are the
there.
man. Like I said, I want to tell you folks, I'm serious as I can be. This is something you can do, and this is a guy that can make it happen. Absolutely. You ought to make plans to come to Marathon and give us a try. Like you said, sometime after February is an excellent time, right?
April, May, and June is
April, May,
the
and
peak
June.
time.
And you'll see how to contact Jack. I want to thank Bill Cox, our wildlife commissioner from Tennessee, for joining me today. Been a good buddy for a long time. We've catfished the Mississippi River many, many times. We've bass fished, we've crappie fished. He's been wanting to come down here for a long time and give these fish a try. And I told him we were going to get in touch with Jack and make a trip down here. We did. You caught your first big tarpon.
I did.
And had a blast, didn't you?
I sure thank you. It was a great trip.
Jack, thanks for making it
Thank you,
happen, buddy.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
You're the man.
Great day.
We had a great trip.
Appreciate it.
We'll catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Woo! What a trip. What a trip, what a trip, what a trip. Beautiful sunset, too.
We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.